I'm dead. So beautiful people. So I'm back with another big news. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this big news. So, as you guys know, everybody has a birthday party one time a year, right? Well, my birthday is coming up in 2 months, exactly 2 months. And bro, I am so happy. So pretty much, I was just going to have one party in one day, but instead it turns out I'm having 2 parties in one day. And it's because my sister is running my second party and my mom and my stepdad are running my first party because my sister said no boys and I have like 7 guy friends. And so, yeah. And on top of that, I want to invite my crush to my birthday party and everything. And like, it's not going to be like, it's just friends. That's it. There's no kissing allowed, no touching, no hugging, none of that, unless it's a friendly hug. Other than that, nothing. And there are going to be more rules later on once it gets closer to the party because my last birthday party did not go as planned. And I already told you guys the story yesterday. So this year it's going to be different. There's going to be more rules. It's going to be like super bomb though. There's going to be music, food, everything. And all my friends are invited. And I have a lot of friends. So pretty much I have 11 girls supposed to be coming. I don't know if all 11 are coming or not because, well, I don't exactly know what they're doing, but I know that there are 11 girls and 7 guys total. No, make that, hold on, let me look at my list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make that 6 guys because I'm not inviting one dude, and I kind of feel bad for doing that, but it's because we just broke up, and he still likes my best friend after telling me he didn't like my best friend. So he's cut from the list, and I feel bad doing that, but I don't want to see him right now. I feel like I'm going to pop him one, so yeah. On top of that news, I have a photo shoot coming up sooner than I thought, which is amazing. And it's a different photographer this time, so it's not the same one that I already have supposed to be coming soon. But it is a different photographer, super friendly. She actually took some photos of me today while I was at the zoo. And I have those up on my Instagram. So, yeah. And I lost my followers on Instagram, which is very sad, but hey, that's okay. I don't care. I don't really care about the followers. I want to build on top of this inspirational thing. So pretty much what I am modeling for is clothes that I own. But I'll also be going to get more clothes, and I'll be modeling in those too. But the most thing that I'm going for with this whole modeling thing is inspirational to other girls, like me and everything like that. It's mostly because growing up, I wasn't really into the latest fashion sense. I was kind of the baggy shirts, baggy pants, messy hairdo, like this pretty much, except for not a bun. And so I wasn't really into the latest fashion. And now I am, and I decided before this, I used to always go on the internet, download a buttload of apps so I could fit in school, pretty much. So I'd look at the newest fashion trends and everything like that, and I could never find anything that I actually liked. Well, that's going to change for other girls like me that want to fit in but not fit in. So I'm going to be modeling a bunch of clothes, and pretty much I'm trying to build off of that so other girls can see that, and then they can kind of like take that advice on dressing and kind of go off that for school so they can kind of fit in with other girls and stuff, because I remember getting bullied for half my outfits. Hi, Kaylee. On top of that, big news. So on top of that, I'm having 2 birthday parties. I went to the zoo today, which is super fun. And I get to see my favorite animal, which is a cheetah. Well, that's my second favorite animal. It used to be my first favorite, but now my favorite animal would have to be a white wolf. No, gray wolf. Got that wrong. How did I get that wrong? But I got to see a cheetah, and it was super amazing. It was actually 2 cheetahs, and they were mating. That sounds so wrong. They weren't mating at that exact moment, but they were laying in the grass together, and their bodies formed like a type of heart, and it was so freaking adorable. I had a picture, but it's not a close-up picture, so it wasn't really that good of a picture else I would show you guys. So on top of that, I got to feed giraffes, and all of my friends are back to being my friends, I think. Yeah, pretty much. I actually got a hold of a few of my friends that I haven't talked to in like a while. Super amazing. If you guys are wondering why I'm hyped up right now, it's because I just had like a ton of sugar. And I know I'm on a diet so I can stay my like actual weight and everything. But like when you have Arby's and when you have Mickey D's, okay, you don't know what to do but cheat. Okay, I've been actually cheating this whole week. So 2 days ago I started a diet where for breakfast I have to eat fruit. Lunch I have to eat egg whites and something to go with that because you just want to eat egg whites for freaking lunch. And then for dinner, like a casual salad or something, you know. Well, the first day I started it, I followed that rules. So I had strawberry bananas for breakfast. I forgot about lunch. And then for dinner, I had KFC, which was a big cheat. The second day, I had strawberries for breakfast, egg whites for lunch, and then I don't think I ate dinner, being honest. And then today, I had nothing for breakfast, and I had a cheeseburger for lunch with french fries. Yeah. And then now I'm eating freaking McDonald's and Arby's together, and I swear, at the end of the week, I'm just, like, gonna quit this diet like I quit every other diet, and I'm just gonna be eating fast food all the time. But hey, that's okay. No one said I actually had to follow this. I mean, I'm very, very skinny. I'm 100.6 pounds, and that's actually pretty tiny, I guess, according to other people, but I don't agree with the weight. But you know what? I'm supposed to be 105 to 110 for my age and for my height. So that's okay. If I gain a few pounds, it's whatever. But on top of that news, I am going to going to a halfway house next week, and I will not be talking to my friends. Well, on Duo. Yeah, because I'll be hanging out with my sisters and my brothers. I can't wait. I'm about to be seeing my stepbrother, and brother, I am happy. I haven't seen him in literally a year. It's been a freaking year. I mean, that's not that long according to not seeing my twin half-brother who was born in the same hour, same day, same everything as me. Except for we're a minute apart. So he's a minute younger than me, and I'm a minute older than him. Same dad, different mom, because my dad was a freaking cheater. So wasn't my mom, though. Yeah. That's why I'll never cheat. I don't want to turn out like my parents. Like, I don't tell guys that. Like, when I, like, get with a guy, okay, I, like, do so much things to, like, test, like, to make him, like, jealous and, like, to see if he'll cheat. But then when I, like, freaking mess around with him, he's like, so you cheated on me? No, I don't cheat. Okay. See, my mom, she cheated on my biological father, like, 3 times, and he beat the living crap out of her for it. But then he went and cheated with, like, 20 other girls. So, yeah. let's just put it this way, that relationship did not end well, meaning I will never cheat because I'm scared of men. I'm legit terrified of older men and boys and any type of dude. I'm also scared of white vans because those are like usually like the kidnapping vans. I'm also scared of heights and spiders. Like tiny spiders or like medium-sized spiders, I'm scared of them. But gigantic spiders, I love. Makes no sense, but yeah. I'm also scared of some types of snakes. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah. I'm also scared of old people. Definitely old people. I can't sit there and talk to an old person. I end up looking at them and then screaming and running away, which I know is like super rude. But I can't help it because when I was 5, I watched this movie about these old people that ate kids and teenagers and stuff because they were cannibals. And now every time I look at an old person, I think of that movie, and then I get scared that they're going to eat me without me paying attention. And so I just kind of like, yeah, no. Like, it's so hard to freaking look at an old person. I feel like when I get old, I'm not going to be able to look in the mirror. I'll just be like scared of myself. Your grandma, she scares me a little bit, but she's also very funny, so I guess she's okay. I mean, she don't look that old either, so yeah. And I know her because she hasn't ate you yet, so we're good. She hasn't ate you yet, then I'm okay, but if she eats you, I'm not okay. I'm never going to your house ever again. Just so you know. Oh, yeah. So, I was scrolling on Facebook like 10 minutes ago and the first post that I came across was my great-grandma, and she posted a whole freaking speech about how she loves God, how God is her savior, how God is the son of Jesus, and everything like that. And I read the whole freaking thing for her note. I don't even know why I read it, being honest. I was literally rolling my eyes the whole time I was reading it. Because if you know me, then you know that I am atheist, meaning I do not believe in God, I do not believe in Jesus, I don't believe in hell, heaven, demons, any of that, pretty much. I only believe in the things that I can see. And for instance, like, I can see this, so I believe it's real, okay? God and Jesus and heaven and hell, I have never seen that. I don't want to learn about it, I don't want to see it, and maybe one of these days, if I accidentally do see it, then maybe I will start believing. But I can't feel it. I can't touch it. I can't see it, meaning I don't believe it's there. And that's just how I am. And see, my mom's side of the family is okay with that. They are the same way, pretty much. I mean, there's a few Christians, but they don't really care about other people's religions. And me, I don't have a religion. I'm just not with religion. And so, pretty much, my dad's side of the family, they're all Christians, pastors, cops, everything. And they disowned me for being atheists, pretty much. So, when I came across that post, I really wanted so badly to comment on it. But my great-grandma is not talking to me at this moment because my brother's gay and I'm atheist. And my sister has a weed addiction or whatever you want to call it, I guess, according to her. So, I don't talk to her. I don't talk to my Nana either because she disowned me, which if you guys don't know what a Nana is, it's a grandma. So, Nana is a grandma. Mama is a great-grandma. And I think that's... and Poppy is usually my uncle. So, it's not my grandpa, it's usually my uncle. That's just kind of how we go with it. And then there's something that we call our cousins, but I can't remember what that is because I don't really talk to any of my cousins. They're all 18 and getting married. Besides my one cousin that I grew up with. But I don't talk to him either because he's a huge nerd and a hippie. He's legit my age and his hair is longer than my hair. Like, hold on. I'll show you guys. I think I only have 2 hair clips in. That goes this way. So my hair is down to right here. So right at my collarbone, pretty much. I gotta put this episode on my weird. I'm about to send streaks too. I can't believe I just did that. Anyways, 1 second. And then my cousin's hair is down to here. And he's not ashamed of it. He actually likes it. He's into anime, video games, crap like that. So I don't talk to him. I mean, I would talk to him, but I haven't talked to him since I was like way, way little, and I don't even remember those conversations. That's how young I was. And so we actually, the last time I talked to my family on my dad's side was at Thanksgiving of last year, 2019 Thanksgiving. And I had to stand next to my cousin so we could recreate a photo from when we were younger. And it was the most embarrassing thing I have ever went through. And I went through some pretty embarrassing things too. So pretty much we had to stand right by each other, like, I mean, touching wise, right by each other and everything. And I was standing there like, and he was just kind of like, and I was just like, this is so awkward. I don't even know him anymore. He used to be the kid. I remember this, okay, from my childhood. He used to be the kid with the short freaking hair that was obsessed with freaking balloon animals, balloons, and all of that. And I was the little girl with the long hair that was obsessed with suckers. I mean, I always had a sucker with me wherever I went. Your cats love me, and I don't know why. Speaking of cats, who wants to meet my baby girl who's so freaking annoying? Come here, you brat. Don't say no to me. This cat has been back talking to me the last 3 freaking nights, and I don't know why. But look at the camera. Look at the camera. Yeah. Say hi to YouTube. Listen, now you're gonna be nice, huh? Can I pet you? Awesome, now you're gonna let me pet you too. Only in front of the camera, right? I tried to cuddle her earlier, and the whole time she was freaking growling at me. I don't know what's wrong with her. But yeah. I have bad news though. So don't tell I hope my mom never hears me saying this. I've only told 2 people this. Okay, you can go. Yep, bye. Okay. So pretty much, my mom got into a fight not too long ago, and I told you guys this. Well, it turns out that the fight she got into was not totally okay with everyone else. Hold on. So it wasn't okay with everybody else or her health insurance. So her health insurance ended up going to Adult Protective Services. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like Child Protective Services, except for it's for adults. And pretty much, my mom might be getting taken away. But there was another hair clip. And being put into a home. Meaning I might be getting taken away and being placed in a home with my father. And if this happens, I will keep you guys updated on it, but that will mean I will not be going to the same school as any of my friends. I won't be anywhere near my friends. I'll be 8 hours away, 10 if you stop a bunch of times. And I'm going to look at that post now. I hope you know that. And I'll have to leave for good, which will also possibly mean that I might have to quit my modeling career on top of that, because my dad does not like it. He thinks it will create a porn star, pretty much. So he don't agree with it. And so, hopefully it won't come down to that, and I'll get to stay here, and my mom will get to stay with me. but at the same time, it might not go exactly as that. I forgot your username. Oh wait, no, never mind. Okay, maybe I did. Thought I had it. So yeah. And hopefully I can keep my YouTube channel and my TikTok and my Instagram, but I'll most likely have to quit everything I love doing. And I'll also possibly have to become a fake Christian. But now it sounds so wrong because usually when aren't you supposed to like love your God if you're Christian? Like you aren't supposed to like fake love him, but you're actually like supposed to love him. I feel like if I like am forced to become Christian, I'll literally have to fake everything. And my dad also don't agree with my eating disorder, which I can't control. And he also don't agree with what else was it? There's something else I was just thinking about, but I forgot because I'm trying to read all these people. You don't agree with a lot of things. Let's put it that way. I feel like if like I ever did something like posted like about a boyfriend or something on like my Facebook or something, and my dad seen it, he'd start freaking out on me because he don't agree with me dating either. Which is really not any of his business because he has nothing over me, but I still care what he thinks for some reason. I don't know why exactly. So many people follow me. There's a cute boy that follows me. What the heck? And another one? I don't look at people's profiles when I follow them back. I just follow them back. Oh, wait. These are my followers. I knew that. I'm so stupid. I feel like I know her. Oh, I know her. I don't like her. When you don't like someone and nobody understands why you don't like them, but the truth is you don't like them because they don't like you. That's how I am with like most people. They don't like me, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't like you either. And when people are like, why don't you like them? And I'm just like, because they don't like me. Duh. I mean, if you don't like me, I ain't gonna like you. But then there's like those times when like I'm just like kind of like thinking to myself, and I'm like, maybe that's not right. Maybe I should like everybody. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. It's taking too long. I have 937 followers, so you probably are wondering why it's taking me so long to find Kaylee, or TK, whatever she calls herself. And I can't go through my following list because that's 1,639 people. So, this is taking way too long. Stop following me. Jesus. Sound like me when I'm talking to my cat. Stop following me to the bathroom, you icky kitty. I swear, I went to the bathroom today to make a TikTok. It's a depressing TikTok, of course, but yeah, and my cat legit followed me into the bathroom, and I was just like, get out! And I came out, and she was just standing right by the freaking door waiting for me. So then I came into my bedroom, and right before I could shut the door, she ran inside, like, so quickly. I swear, it was so freaking scary to me. And she just, like, ran into my room and just stared at me, and I was just like, okay. So then I get on my bed and, like, laid down. And the next thing I know, she jumps in the chair right next to my bed and just makes me pet her. And I'm just like, you have issues. Like, come on. This isn't taking too long. What do I do to see posts? You know what? If it's recent, then it should be on my following page. Nope. If you want to leave, then go ahead and fuck. Yep. 21 minutes. Kaylee. Leave, I'm not gonna stop you. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. What do you want me to do, huh? You want me to cry and scream? I can't do that. If I cried every time somebody left, I would never stop crying. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Go. I can't be begging for nobody no more. If you wanna leave, then go ahead and fucking leave. That's depressing. But it's okay. I've shot myself in like 3 of my videos, so it's okay. That sounds wrong, but yeah, sorta. Come on, MJ Princess. Oh, my dad just left. Night, Gloria. Night, Madre. I love you. I swear, I could be so pretty one day. I called myself ugly today, and my friend legit was like, how are you ugly? You're literally a model. And I was just like, not a model yet. And he's like, well, you already are modeling. I've seen your posts. And I was like, thank you. Yeah. And they started flirting with me. I was just like, stop, you're married. He's not legit married. He's married to my best friend, but they're not legit married. And they're not dating. But yet they have a kid together. But like, it's a cow. It's a stuffed animal. They've been married for 2 years. Leave it alone. You trying to find a cute pose? Hold on, guys. Boom. Oh, I should have recorded that. My eyes, so my camera is, super duper cool. And it does this thing where when I take a picture, it, glitches out a little bit. And so it, changes the feature to what it thinks looks better. And it just glitched out, and it went like this. And it was so freaking adorable. I don't know if I did that right, but yeah. Oh, wait, why did I put an S? I never put an S. People are going to think I'm weird. Usually I just put night streaks. Night streaks, hit me up, hit me up, hit me up. Gotta hit up my crush. Oh, my stepdad's just now leaving. You just hear his keys in the background. Do I have any other streaks? No. I got most of my streaks back. This one dude that I lost streaks with him. Because he didn't want to do streaks anymore. Because I guess they're boring or whatever. I find streaks that I really like, because sometimes people like to copy my streaks, but then other times when they send me streaks, they're cute, and then I send them cute streaks. But then when I first wake up, I send a picture of my wall with streaks on it, and then before I go to bed, I always do my makeup in the afternoon, unless I'm very depressed and don't feel like doing anything. But usually I always do my makeup, so I'll send them a really cute photo at night saying night streaks, and they always send me a cute photo back, and I'm just like, aww. Unless they send their streaks early, then they don't send them back. I only have one person that actually responds to my streaks, so then I respond to them because they don't put any streak on them. I'm still sick. But so I'll send a streak, and then they'll send a picture back of their face. And so I'll send a picture of my face, and then they'll keep doing it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna end? So I always end up having to leave them unopened, which I really feel bad about, but yeah. I'm gonna keep doing this until you put a streak on your freaking phone, okay? You don't have to, but I want you to. Because it just makes sense. My ex-boyfriend, he used to send streaks to me all the time. Not my recent ex, or my second to last ex, but my third ex before that one. And he used to just send a picture of his face. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you trying to snap me or are you trying to send me streaks? And he was like, because like I'd say this while we were on the phone. And he'd always be like, I'm trying to send you streaks. And I was like, wait, put an S or a streak on it. Don't just send your freaking face. It makes me want to snap you. And he's just like, you don't always have to do that. And I'm just like, well, you do if you're slow like me. So, I don't know, it just bothers me when people don't do that. I hate it so much. Just like, what's the point of calling it a streak if it don't say streak? Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Is that just me? Probably. Most likely. I hate when people don't respond right. No, I'm joking. Only certain people. I might crack down on energy right now, so don't judge me if I'm being judgmental. But I'll tell you the best thing about being single. Okay. First of all, I don't have to look cute for anyone but myself. And second, I can like whoever I want. I can talk to whoever I want. And fourth, I don't have to make anybody jealous even though I really want to. Actually, that's not true. I make everybody jealous. I don't know what it is, but guys like me. But I don't like them. Look at me like, I like guys, of course. Like, duh, I'm straight. But like at the same time, it's weird. I don't like certain guys. But like the guys that like me, I don't like them. But then the guys that I don't like me. I mean, that I do like don't like me. And I kind of feel like how the other dudes feel. And then I'm just like, oh. But see, I don't like the dudes that like me. Because the dudes that like me, like other chicks, like their exes, want to get back together with their exes. They're talking to their exes. But then they come into me and are like, hey, I like you. Will you go out with me? I'm like, aren't you talking to your ex right now? And they're like, yeah, but I can drop her. I'm just like, no, I know how this goes. You're going to get with me and then you're going to keep talking to your ex. And then once your ex wants you, you're going to break up with me and get with her. I know how it goes. I'm not dumb. I've been in 30 different relationships. I'm pretty smart now. Like, come on now. But then there's also the dudes that don't have girlfriends or exes or any of that. And they like me, and then I'm just like over here like, no. Looks up and down. No. Yeah. I like guys with experience. With kissing and things like that, you know. But then I also like guys that like are older than me. I don't like guys my age. Like, they can even be 4 days older than me, like my ex, but I don't like them. It's not exactly them. It's just, it's kind of like, I grew up very, very fast for somebody like me, and it kind of made it to where I grew faster than my actual age, too. By 5 years old, I was cooking for myself. I knew how to make eggs, bacon, all of it, because I had to know that kind of stuff, because I didn't have a parent there for me to teach me that kind of stuff. By 10, I grew up. I got rid of all my toys. I started wearing trashy clothes, started doing makeup and everything like that, and that's just kind of how it went. It went from 5 to 10, you know, and by the time I was 10, I was acting like I was 12. By the time I was 12, well, I turned into 13 in a snap of a finger, and now I'm almost 14, and I look like I'm 16, and I act like I'm 20. And sometimes my mom even catches on to that, and she's like, stop acting 20, you need to start acting your age. And I'm just like, I don't know what that is. You see, I grew up the hard life, okay? So 5, I know how to cook. 6, I knew how to walk to school. 7, I had 15-year-old friends and 17-year-old brothers, and everybody around me did drugs. By 8, I moved, and I got a buttload of toys, a buttload of childish clothes, and I was still wearing the non-fashion sense that everybody else was wearing. I didn't know what a face mask was. I didn't know any of that kind of stuff. I knew how to clean a house, I knew how to cook, and I knew how to walk. That's it. I knew street smarts, not school smarts. By 10, I knew a little bit about fashion sense, but not enough to actually dress in a fashion sense. So instead, I started wearing clothes that most moms and dads would not allow their kids to wear. And by 11, I started wearing makeup, like foundation, eyeliner, yeah. 12, that's when I started doing my eyebrows because people started commenting that I had no eyebrows. So I started doing those, and 13 came around, and now I do full face makeup. I cut my hair because someone told me I wasn't allowed to. Got my nose pierced at the age of the beginning, actually. I was 12 when I got my nose pierced. I was 13 a day later. A day after is when I got my nose. So a day before my birthday, I got my nose pierced. Day after, it was pierced, and I ended up going to the park, I think 2 days after my birthday, with a boy that liked me, I guess, but also liked 12 other girls. And that was the worst mistake of my life. And after that, I learned my lesson. When a guy looks like a playboy, he is a playboy. He ended up moving schools like 3 months after that, though, so it really didn't matter. And then eventually came around to the point where I grew up faster and faster and faster and faster, and now I don't really know how to act my age. My stepsister posted this thing on her Facebook saying, ask your boyfriend to read a book to you. And I was like, what you mean? Most boys are too slow to read. And my biological, I almost called my biological dad my stepdad. Oh my God. Well, my biological father commented and was like, not the right boys. I don't know what he means by that, but yeah. I always do that, though. I always call my biological father my stepfather, and then I always call my stepfather my biological father. I feel like it's because my biological father is not really a father to me, but then my stepfather kind of is. I mean, the most my biological father does for me is send me money on Christmas and birthdays and stuff, and comes and gets me so I can go down there and hang out with my little sister. But I'm telling you guys this right now. If my little sister was not alive right now, I would not be going to see my dad. That's just honest opinion. I mean, I'd probably still go for my step-siblings, but I don't feel like they'd be existed either because my dad only married my stepmom because she had my little sister. If my little sister wouldn't have been born at all or even created in the womb, my biological father would not have married her, and they would not be together right now. Meaning, I wouldn't have step-siblings, a little sister, or a biological father. And I would already be adopted. But things changed. And so now I'm not adopted, and I have no actual parent at all. I mean, I live with my mom full-time, but I also go to my dad's house. And it turns out that if we went to court, nobody would have custody over me. So technically, I'm my own guardian. I just live with my mom. And I find that so weird and yet so cool. But my mom, she already said that if it comes down to it, she will fight for custody. And I was like, okay. But I don't want any custody over me. I want to grow up, move out, and that's how I want it. I'm getting a car sometime this year. I'm so happy about it. And then near next September, September, what's this month? Oh yeah, August, July. So June or July, I should be getting my permit. And then when I turn 15 in September of 2021, I will be getting my driver's license, pretty much. And then I'll be driving everywhere. To school, home, everywhere. And then when I turn 17, I'll be moving out and I'll be going and exploring the world until I find a house and settle down and start a family and crap. Which is probably not going to happen. But yeah. My friends don't think I can achieve this goal. But I've had this goal in my head since the day I found out we could actually become middle class. See, when we had no money, okay, I didn't think big like this at all, okay? I used to think, yeah, I'm going to die by the age of 12. And I always thought, by the age of 12, I'm probably going to be into drugs, alcohol, all that freaking crap. I'm probably going to have a ton of piercings and no boundaries. Well, now it turns out that's changed, and I'm sorry, childhood me, but you don't always get what you want. But now that I am in the spot where I have money, but I don't have money, it's kind of like I can actually think big now and kind of achieve some of my goals. And one of my goals, top of the list, is becoming a model, a professional model, and being an inspiration to those who need inspiration in their life. And I want to help with everything possible. I want to be there for kids that think suicidal. I want to be there for kids that don't know how to dress properly. That's wrong term. Don't know how to dress exactly like how everybody else dresses. And I want to be there for the kids that don't want to be like everybody else and want to do their own thing, And I think I could do that. I really do. And with all my social media platforms expanding lately, I might be able to actually do that. I almost have 1,000 followers on TikTok, meaning I'll be going live all the time on there and on here mostly too. Mostly YouTube though, not a lot of TikTok because I know how people on TikTok are. And I will be sharing info for kids, young adults, and everybody like that actually needs special advice, because I have got so many comments on some of my videos saying I think the same way, I need help, and everything like that. I have people that text me and be like, how did you deal with that kind of situation? Like, how do you stop suicidal thoughts and everything? And I literally give them advice, and they're like, thanks, like, this could actually help. And then they come back, like, a few days later, and they ask for more advice, and I'm just like, okay, sure. I have a friend that I saved from suicide, and she still thanks me to this day. And that's amazing. I love that. And then I have other friends that I've also saved from suicidal thoughts and other things like that. And I really think it could actually make some progress. I really do. And I'm very happy for like all that I have already done without even like thinking about modeling or any of that. I've done so freaking much, and I'm so happy about it. But then there's some people that you kind of like look at and you just kind of like, I can try to help you, but I don't know how far it's going to go. And I have a few friends that I've tried to help so many freaking times, but it don't exactly help them because they're still going through so much. Like divorce, that's hard. And I get that all the way because my parents, my biological parents, were together for 13 years. Completely. On and off before that, so altogether, if you actually think about it, it was more like 17 years. But for a full 13 years, no breakups, nothing like that. They were together. They were not engaged, they were not married or any of that, but I remember when they split, it was more tough on my sister and my brother than it was on me. But it wasn't that tough on my brother. My brother's more relieved about it, and my sister was more heartbroken about it because my dad was more of a dad to her than any of us. And me, well, I didn't really know the dude. So it didn't faze me a lot. I didn't really even notice he was gone, according to my mom. But when I realized I was supposed to have a father, it kind of affected me a little bit. But I seen that, like, you know, if, like, I brought up, like, a father or any of that kind of stuff, my mom kind of got this sad look in her eyes. So I kind of just try to shut that off and try to protect her from talking about that kind of subject. So she never really thought I cared that I didn't have a father. Like, legit, I heard her talking one day, and she's like, now with Gloria, it was never like that. She went from mommy to mom in school to mom and friends, and now she's just wrapped around friends, and I'm just like, that's how it went? No, I'm pretty sure I have daddy issues. According to half my ex-boyfriends, I have a lot of daddy issues, and yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I have daddy issues. I mean, I might. If I'm being honest, I didn't know what daddy issues were until this year. Like 3 months ago is when I found out what daddy issues were. And when I found out what they were, I was very freaking surprised. It was kind of like, that's what that is? And I was like, it's girls that grew up without a father and now they're like trashy and stuff. Oh. But I mean, I don't think so. I mean, sure, when I was like 9-ish, 9, 10-ish, I did cry a lot whenever my dad called me. I'd start crying. I'd start bawling my eyes out because I haven't heard from him in so long, because I feel like my dad tried to keep distance from me. Just like a little bit, because like he'd be like, so there was this one time he didn't call me or come get me for almost a whole year. And that was mostly me, but it was also him. I didn't tell him anything that I had planned, but I had talked to a few lawyers, a few cops, and everything like that, and they said that if my dad had no contact with me for a whole year, my stepdad could officially adopt me without his approval or any of that, but I'd have to have proof. So it was almost a whole year. 2019 was going to be a whole year. And then my dad called me and was like, hey, what would you do if I got married? And I was like, go for it. I don't care. Well, I actually did care a lot because I finally thought I had a father, you know, and then it kind of is just like, nope, you don't get that, you know. So I was like, yeah, go for it. I started crying my eyes out after that phone call. It was terrible. Well, it turned out he had already got married a week before that phone call, so I had no say in it. And then about like a week later, I get another phone call saying, your baby sister's being born. I was like, wait a minute, I have a baby sister? When did I hear about this? Definitely not 9 months ago. Definitely not 7 months ago. But when I found out she was being born, I got excited for about a second, and then I started bawling my eyes out again, because now I knew for sure I was never going to be in my dad's life. And then, the day that my dad came and got me, it was the worst day of my life. I had to meet my stepmom, my step-siblings, my little sister, and everybody. It was so much to take in. I swear, for a freaking 10-year-old, that was so much to take in. And pretty much, so I went back, and I hated my little sister. I used to give her death stares and plan her death in my head all the freaking time. By the time I turned 11, though, I went to my dad's house, and I held my baby sister, and she fell asleep in my arms. And it was the first moment I ever bonded with her. And that was when I fell completely in love with having a little sister. And I fell completely in love with my little sister, and eventually I got too attached. Let's just put it that way. So when I was in 4th grade, I got diagnosed with depression and anxiety. Well, when I got too attached to my baby sister, I was still going to counseling. I still technically am going to counseling. We just haven't made an appointment yet. And I ended up to the point where I got so attached to her, my mind kind of like made me want her as a daughter, pretty much. So it was kind of like I was trying to be her mom, but I knew I wasn't her mom. And like I didn't realize that at all. I thought I was just being like a really overprotective sister that didn't want her mom holding her or anybody else holding her. I just wanted her all to myself, you know? And so pretty much I didn't never realize this until think about like 6 months ago when I went to like 7 or 8 months ago. I went to one of my appointments with my therapist, and she was like, how does it make you feel when somebody else holds your little sister? I was like, I get so freaking angry about it. Like, I just want to murder them. I just want my little sister all to myself. And she's like, do you try to take care of your sister all the time while you're there? I was like, yes. She was like, okay. And she's like, do you think that you're trying to be a mother to your little sister? I was like, no, I'm just being a very good sister. I mean, she was like, no, it sounds to me like you're trying to be her mother. And I was just like, oh. So it turns out I was trying to be my little sister's mother because that's what my mind wanted. And so, yeah. But I distanced myself from her, which was not the greatest idea because she kind of forgot me for a little bit. But now I'm back to just being her sister, and that's a good thing. I don't know what happened to me. But now, after having a little sister for so long, now I want kids. It's not the greatest thing, I know. But now I want one kid at least. But I want to wait till I'm 18. So I already have my conceived date written down, and the day I give birth written down. So I want to get pregnant around January or a month before January. So December or January. And so that way my baby will be born either in September or August. But usually if it's a girl, girls usually come early. So if I get pregnant in December and it's a girl, then usually it should come a month before its actual due date. So if I get pregnant in December with a girl and it comes early, then it should be born in September, which is where my birthday is. But if it's a boy, then it should come on time, meaning I should get pregnant in January. But since I don't know, I'm going to try January, and hopefully that goes well. But I don't know exactly if I can have kids because every girl in my mom's side of the family generation has always had cancer and kidney problems. So my mom wasn't supposed to have kids after she had my brother, and then she had my sister, and they removed half of her cervix to have a child, and she got super duper lucky after 5 miscarriages, and she had me. And then she got all of that taken out. But before they could take it all out, she actually had one more miscarriage after me, and we didn't know that exactly until later on when my mom told us that she had to go back in and get it all removed. Wait, no, not after me, before me. She had one more, I think a week before me. Then a week later, I was born. Not a week later I was born, I was conceived a week later. And the funny part is the same day I was conceived, my brother was conceived. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how that happened, but it just did. And then we were born on the same day, same year, and same month, but a minute apart. And so now I have a twin half brother and 5 dead siblings. 6, actually. My brother killed himself. My adopted brother, who my mom took in, he killed himself. It was a sad day when I found that out. And I was going through so much that week. On top of that, so I was like super sad that week, and I really didn't want to be there anymore. But on top of that, this just went from good news to depressing news to like, I don't even know. Like the title is literally big news. I feel like half the people on here thought I was pregnant. What? That's okay. I'm not that. My friends think I'm not going to be able to have kids because of my eating disorder, which actually it is possible. That could happen because of my eating disorder. It can malfunction with my cervix, making it to where I cannot have kids because my body would be too tiny. And so, yeah. Meaning I might not be able to have kids if I like keep doing what I've been doing. Like, even if I stop doing what I've been doing, I could still possibly ruin everything. So there's a possibility my mom will never have grandkids. And there's a possibility my brother might turn out to be straight and get a girl pregnant. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But you know what? There's always a 50-50 chance someone changes. I mean, look at my adopted sister. She was a boy from the age of 7 to the age of 14, 15. And now she's a girl. 7 to 14 to 15. Now she's a girl. You can change. She's a girl that likes guys. Before, she was a guy that liked girls and guys. So she used to be transgender and bisexual. And now she's a girl and straight. Because she don't like girls and she don't think she's a guy anymore. Either that or she couldn't afford the surgery. One of the two. I don't know. I don't talk to her. I talked to half my adopted siblings. I talked to, I think, like 3 of my brothers. And I think like 4 to 5 of my sisters. So I talked to my sister Summer, my brother Odessa. Oh wait, no, she's still a girl. Never mind. Odessa, Summer, Carrie, Victoria. Victoria's not adopted, but yeah. And there's somebody else. Cheyenne and Kat. So that's 6. Trying to find half my siblings. It's hard. I have to get my actual account. Okay. My sister Abigail, Ariel, Amber. Carrie. Not Carrie as in my stepsister Carrie, another Carrie that is also my adopted sister. My mom didn't adopt her, but my dad did. Well, my stepmom did, technically. But she's not actually adopted, so. And then, oh yeah, Savvy. I just found her husband, so I thought of her. Mariah. Maddie. I don't like Maddie. She's a bitch. I think that's almost it. Like, for the people that I talked to that are my siblings. Yeah, that's it. And for my brothers, there is Brad, Dominic, Dakota. A bunch of other freaking people. I can't think. I have too many freaking adopted siblings. I have more sisters than that. There's Taylor, Therese, Taylor, and somebody else. Oh wait, I have 2 adopted sisters named Taylor. And there's my adopted sister. What's her freaking name? Snaggletooth. That's not her name. That's just her nickname because she has this tooth. Okay, is longer than this tooth, so we call her Snaggletooth. I don't really agree with that nickname, but that's just what I've always called her since I was very, very little. But her real name's Shay. I think. That's another one of her nicknames. I just know she has a baby now. All my siblings grew up without me. Oh yeah, and there's my brother Riley. How did I just remember him? So Riley and Jaden are actually brother and sister by blood. But they're my adopted siblings by adoption. So not real adoption. There's also AJ. My dad's gonna kill me if he comes home and this is like all this food still in my room. So for my brothers, there's AJ, Dominic, Dustin, Dakota, another Dakota, I think I said Riley, Ethan, Hunter, Colt, Colin. Colin's also my ex-boyfriend, which is pretty weird, but yeah. Remember, half of these aren't my real siblings, so it's not incest, I promise. And he was my boyfriend before he ever became like a brother to me. There's also Teddy, and I have a bunch of other siblings, but I can't find them all. Because I'm not friends with them all. But that's mostly all the guys and mostly all the girls. There's like a buttload more.
I can search the web for that. Just tap the search chip below.
That was my Google button, if you guys are wondering. I accidentally clicked it instead of the power button. So, yeah. I'm gonna play the drums. Ready? That ruler's just the coolest. I could model a ruler. This is what you need for school. I got a text message. Okay. It's the weeks.
If you want to leave, go ahead and fucking leave. I'm not gonna stop you. Yeah, that's all. If I cried every time.
TikTok is not gonna be freaking banned soon. But everybody was talking about TikTok being banned by the end of the week. Well, guess the freak what? It's Thursday. If TikTok ain't banned by Sunday, I'm giving up on this whole it's getting banned crap. Because I'll tell you what, if TikTok gets banned, President Trump's going to lose half of his votes from all these Trump supporters out here. And all the other presidents are going to lose half their votes because that's where most of the votes come from. And they really can't stop anything. Because if you didn't realize, the Chinese government actually run half of our apps that we use on a daily basis Meaning, if they take away TikTok, they are going to have to take away half social media population, because Chinese government and our government actually collab sometimes with certain apps, meaning they'd have to get rid of those apps too, which would be legit TikTok, I think Instagram, and a few other apps. I know a lot of dating apps would have to go too. So to all you 21-year-olds or 18-year-olds out there on dating apps, let's make a politician. I'm joking. I don't know. I've been on like 2 dating apps just to see what they were about, and I'm underage. But I found there's other people my age on there, so you know, I'm not the only one collabing on here. Yes, I know what collab means. And yes, I know I didn't use it properly. And you know what? I don't care. I use a lot of words that shouldn't be in sentences. Like, for instance, there's one time I said, let's mix the pasta in with that pasta. But that does make sense. My mom lied to me. She said that made no sense. You know what? Sit down with this. Sit down. I just love how everybody's switching over to YouTube because their like population base is getting like thrown out of proportion. Like, did you guys realize how Little Huddy was actually on YouTube? And then they threatened to like shut down freaking TikTok, and now he's making like a ton of videos on YouTube. Like, why? Stay on your turf. We don't need no freaking YouTube drama now. I don't want to be sitting here scrolling through freaking Snapchat posts saying, oh, Little Huddy and some other big YouTube creator are now crashing up into each other, blah, blah. Like, we don't need that. YouTube is supposed to be a free environment where you can speak your freaking mind. If we get Little Huddy and Charlie D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio on here causing more drama, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm out. Stop. I'm supposed to have one app that does not have any drama on it, and YouTube is that app for right now. But if like freaking there's drama on YouTube after TikTok, I'm deleting YouTube. I'll legit do it too. I'll delete YouTube. What? My friend sent hi peoples to the group, and it says message expired and not available. Confused? Okay. What you guys doing? YouTube. I swear one of these days it's gonna autocorrect to who you doing. I'm gonna be like, your mom. That's so old. I can't believe I just said that. That's so old. There's so many freaking old things that people still say. Like, my friend, so I told her I have a crush, like a new crush, you know? And she legit was like, blah, and you sitting in a tree. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in the baby carriage. That's not all, that's not it. I seen your baby drink. Wait, no, it goes, that's not it, that's not all. I seen your baby drinking alcohol. I have this so wrong. I know that, yeah. This has been going on for an hour, and I've just been sitting here speaking I think this is the longest I've actually been off my phone. I know that's not true. So when I was at the zoo, there was one rule that I had to follow by. No phones, no phone calls, no text messages, none of it. We were at the zoo for 4 hours. I wasn't on the phone at all. I missed my Instagram and crap. Not my Instagram. I don't get on Instagram. Well, I mean, sorta. I mean, I get on Instagram, but only to post stuff. I don't actually get on there to, like, look at people's stories and stuff. Which I feel like that's kind of rude, but I don't follow a lot of people. I follow famous people, and they always are posting. I don't want to freaking, like, look at that kind of stuff right now, so I kind of just get on there to just post. I would follow back the people that follow me because usually that's how you get more followers, but I chose not to do that on Instagram because I'm already doing that on TikTok, and I'm over 1,000 people already, and yeah, it's just, yeah. I try to follow big creators to see if one of them will possibly be nice and follow me back, but it never happens. I shouldn't have ate all this food. I'm about to get a headache so bad in a minute. It always happens when I eat fast food. I get like this gigantic freaking headache. What are we waiting for? Ow! That's what I was waiting for. That freaking ding hurts my ears every time. I gotta change that again, but I'm not gonna do it right now. This is the conversation for right now. Hi, people. Kaylee, hi. Owen, hi. Me, hi. Kaylee. WYGD, what you guys doing? Me, YouTube. Kaylee, well, I know that. Me, yeah. Emily, looking at constellations. Kaylee, I wish I was with you. Santana, what you doing? Kaylee, I'm watching Raven's Home, but I'm waiting for tomorrow because they're going to be matching up Raven's Home and Fun. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Guys, tomorrow, Kissing Booth 2 is coming out. You know, we get to see if Noah Flynn and that one chick are going to be together or if she's going to get with the new kid. I really hope she stays with Noah because we did not get a lot of scenes last time they made a movie. And I'm about to be in the hot tub. Looking at them stars. I no longer like stars. No longer. I'm done. New dream date. Okay. Let's do this for my next dream date. That hurts. I'm about to throw this phone. You know what? Goodbye. It's gone. Anyway, I threw it. New dream date ideas. Okay. I can't think of anything. I can only hang out with guys during the day. And yet, I have a dream date for at nighttime. And it don't get dark till 9:16. And yet, every guy I date has to leave at 8. And where I live, we have no stars, I don't think. Yeah, no, we have zero. How are they going to look at stars if there's no stars? Somebody please tell me. Are they just going to, like, look at the moon? Because I think that's a star. I need my phone. Why am I still wearing my shoes? That's freaking weird. I just realized I was wearing my sandals. I thought I kicked them off earlier, but I didn't. No, on a hot tub. Ugh. Oh yeah, another cool part about my birthday party. Since we might be getting a hotel, possibly. Anyways, since we might be getting a hotel, possibly, we're also going to be having a hot tub in the room. It's going to be amazing. So that way when the pool closes outside, it's an indoor pool, but it will be outside of the bedroom. We will have a hot tub in the inside, so we'll be in the hot tub. And the hot tub closes. I'm freaking weirdo. I'm only have one person spend the night with me, though. See, I would have all my other friends spend the night with me. But I'm supposed to be drinking and smoking. And, I only have one friend that's not a snitch. No offense, Kaylee, you're not a snitch. I'm just saying that's what my sister thinks, and that's why you're not allowed to spend the night and everything like that. And we're probably actually not going to be doing that kind of stuff, but just in case we are, you know? That's why I can only have one friend stay the night, because my sister only trusts one of my friends, and that's Santana Johnson. Santana. And she trusts her because, well, me and Santana have been friends since the end of 3rd grade when I first moved here. About the 2nd week, I think. Sorry, I just got 2 notifications at once. But the second, almost, so 3 months before school started for 4th grade, I met Santana. And the whole reason we met was because she was over at my next door neighbor's house, which was a boy who is a grade younger than me and younger than me. I think he's like 2 years younger. But anyway, yeah, because he just turned 12. So yeah, he's 2 years younger than me. And, well, she was over at his house, and at the time I thought he was older than me. So I actually had a crush on him at this moment, and I got really jealous. So I walked over there, like, to see what was going on here. And, he's like, "Hey, dude, this is my friend Santana." I was just like, "Nice to meet you." So at first I still didn't like her, but then afterwards I was like, "Hey, we should ditch him and, like, go over to my house and hang out." And she was like, "Okay, cool." So we went over to my house, and you gotta remember this, okay? I was 7 and she was 8, and, wait, no, we were both 8 at this time. She was about to turn 9. And we went over to my house, and we started playing Wolves and Cheetahs or something like that. Wolves and something. I can't exactly remember what it was. But we were pretending we were gathering fake food and everything. And then she had to go home, and we became friends. But we forgot about each other. About 3 months later, school started, and we ended up riding the same bus. I did not know her anymore after that first time we met. But when she was like, "Hey, don't I know you?" I was like, "Yeah, I think I know you too." And then she's like, "Wait, are you the girl I played Wolves with on your trampoline?" I was like, "Oh, that was you?" And we automatically became best friends after that moment. And I used to get so jealous when she sat with anybody else on the bus. I don't know why I was like that, but she'd sit next to someone else. I'd be like, "Fine, then. I'm sitting up front." And she'd come up to me and be like, I'm sorry. And there's one day she didn't say sorry, and she didn't sit next to me. And so I went home and started crying and told my mom all about it. So we used to fight all the time, but they weren't like big fights, like real fights. So pretty much my mom went over to her house and everything, talked to her mom about stuff and stuff like that. And, well, yeah, it ended like that. And then eventually we stayed friends forever. So we started being friends 3 months before 4th grade, and now we're going into high school, and we're still besties. I mean, nothing has separated us. We haven't fought in about, let's just put it this way, 4th grade was the only real year that we ever fought 5th grade and up, we never fought ever. I think we've only got in one fight, and it wasn't even a real fight. It was literally a fake fight. We were just sitting there calling each other names, but it wasn't real. We were just doing it for the fun of it. And ever since then, we've been besties. And we do everything together, and she's never betrayed me. I've never betrayed her. She's never picked someone over me. I've never picked anyone over her. And we have done so much freaking stupid crap together. We've drank together. We have partied together. We have I put a horse around my neck, and she put something weird around her neck, and then she started stripping, and I didn't. Well, I was about to, but then I was like, no, I didn't. No. We were drunk, just so everybody knows. My friend got this all on video. And she's been there through all my breakups. I've been there through one of her breakups, and she was okay. She wasn't heartbroken or anything. She was just okay. And I was just like, okay. Yeah, but if you want to cry, I'm here. And she's like, no, I'm fine. And she's like, do you need a hug? And she's like, no, I'm fine. I was like, are you broken on the inside or something? She's like, no, I'm fine. And I gave her a hug anyway. She's like, get off of me. I was like, you what? So yeah, it was a very weird day. But she's been there with all my breakups, and she's told me when I needed to get out of a relationship. I know that doesn't sound nice, but a lot of my boyfriends have treated me terribly, or they've cheated on me or lied to me and stuff. And I would tell her about the things they would do, and then like I'd tell her like the things that they've called me and stuff. And she'd be like, yeah, no, you need out of this relationship. I'm like, no, I'm happy and well, like it's okay. I don't need out of it. Okay, he'll be nicer to me eventually. I know how this goes. And she's like, nope, you're getting out of that relationship. So I had to break up with a lot of people because my best friend pretty much was like, you need to do this. And then there's been a few guys that I've broken up with that she got upset with me about, but not mad, because they just weren't my type anymore, and I just didn't want to be with them. So I'd break up with them, and then she'd be like, why did you break up with them? I really wanted you with them. I'm just like, no. But now she's trying to get me with her cousin, and well, he is really cute, and he's my type, and everything. But the one thing I know about my type is my type never liked me back. Ever. So I don't think he's ever going to like me back. But maybe things will change over time when I become hotter and bigger and better and famous. Maybe. And if I become a cheerleader and everything works out properly, maybe he'll like me because I'm a cheerleader. Probably not. Yeah. I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, though. So if he did like me right now, I'd still be like, no, I'm not dating you. I know that sounds like super rude, but I just got out of a relationship. I just got out of 2 relationships, actually. So I waited a week for my last relationship. And then I jumped into another relationship a week later. I didn't give myself time to heal or anything. I was just like, I'm okay. Let's do this. So I got into another relationship, and, well, he was not my type. At all. Because he was my age, and, well, I don't do good with guys my age because they're like how I'm supposed to be. And I'm not how I'm supposed to be. I'm how my sister is supposed to be. And my sister's how my mom's supposed to be. Yeah, we kind of traded places here. And so, yeah. Oh, and my brother is technically how a 15-year-old is supposed to be. Kind of how that goes. So, yeah. Just, yeah. And well, my ex-boyfriend, he was like how I'm supposed to be, but how I'm not. So I kind of just like this wasn't gonna work out. Top of that, he liked my best friend. Don't date a girl if you like another girl. It's wrong. Don't do it. It hurts a lot, and it makes us overthink even more. Especially if your girlfriend's already an overthinker and you freaking go and like another girl that's her best freaking friend. Bruh, I tell you, she'll be having trust issues, overthinking even more than she already was. And on top of that, well, you just made a huge mistake. And the cool part about my best friend is she don't date. First of all, she's not allowed to, and second of all, she don't want to. And that's super weird to me, but yeah. So pretty much, when I date someone, she's just, yay, oh my gosh, I love that, yes. But if she dates someone, she's just like, I don't want them, I don't like them, I just don't. I'm just like, one of these days, I swear to God, you're going to find someone you truly like, and they're not going to like you back, and you're going to realize that's your fault. She does not get hurt, I swear. I've only seen her hurt like 3 freaking times, and it wasn't even over anything important. The first time she was ever hurt, it was over her food falling on the floor. The second time she was ever hurt is because her... Okay, I'm not bringing that up. But the third time she was hurt was because her cat ran away. Which is now. So, yeah. But those are like the only 3 times I've ever seen her hurt. And it kind of bothers me a little bit. Because I'm supposed to be that emotional support friend that you can tell anything to, and yet she's never hurt. I feel like she's hurting on the inside. She just don't want anybody in. She just wants to hide her emotions. But as many times as I tell her, you don't have to hide your emotions. You can open up to me. She goes, I'm fine. Like, no, you're not. You're broken on the inside. I can see it. And she's like, I'm fine. I'm just like, I want to stab you in your sleep. I don't know. I used to be able to hide my emotions so well, and I cannot do it at all. I don't know why. But she can do it so well. I'm just like, I hate you. I want to be you. It's kind of like, I let my best friend kind of control my life. If I'm being completely honest, she pretty much does everything. She controls who I'm with when I break up with them. She controls everything. Like, I don't know, I guess I just kind of let her. I really like having control over anything, really. It's kind of just, I let all my friends make my decisions, and then I kind of just, like, sit back and do it. I know that's not right. That's, like, more like a follower than a leader, but it's just kind of how I am. I don't know why I'm like that. Like, my friends, they used to always call me big boned, which I know in other words that usually means fat, but no. When I was younger, I actually had big bones and a chubby face, and yeah, I was super skinny though, but it was just terrible. So eventually I started losing weight, even more weight than I was already losing pretty much. So I could have a smaller face, and my skin would get tighter around my bones, making it look like I have smaller bones. Kind of worked. Not really, but kind of. And I used to be very ashamed. Because every time they said I had big bones, the first thing my brain would go to was, you need to lose weight, you're too fat, and you need to get bone surgery. And so I started losing weight, and more 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 weight, until the day I got put in the hospital. And they said if I lost 1 more pound a day before, I would have fallen off that slide. Well, then, I would have broken my back, and I would never be able to walk again, and I'd be paralyzed from the lower back all the way down. And I was like, oh. And then about, I think a year later, I went back to the doctors, and they weighed me, and they said if I lost 2 more pounds, they'd have to stick a tube in me. So I lost 2 more pounds. And here I am. No tube yet. It's a yet. Hopefully I don't have to get a tube, but I don't know, because I keep losing more and more weight every day, and I was just at 98, and now I'm at 100.6, and so, yeah. So pretty much, if I get back to 96 pounds, they will stick a tube in me. Yeah. Which really sucks, because I'm trying to get to 72. Probably like, why would you want to get all the way to 72? That's stupid. Well, I want to get to 72 pounds that way. I don't know why. I don't, and that's just my goal weight, okay? Because when I was 72 pounds, I was so freaking cute. Get dropped into bad situations and then get hurt over stupid stuff and try to bottle it up. That's not true. Kaylee never gets herself into stupid situations. Ever. And she never gets hurt. Okay, that's not true. She gets hurt all the time, but physically, not emotionally. You know, she used to always tell me to bully her. Like, she used to always tell me to, like, say mean things to her. And I always did it, but I thought it was, like, for a joke or something. And I feel like she actually, like, kind of, like, took that to head, and now, like, she has depression. I'm such a bad friend. Oh my god. I only got 2 messages. Oh my gosh. I start doing that, and when did I get hurt? I don't know if that's exactly true or not, but I mean, I kind of feel like a bad friend, but like, I don't know. I try to be nice to everybody unless they want me to be rude to them, then I'm like, okay, sure. But everything I say, I usually say with a smile, like even if it's like super depressing. So I feel like half the things I say people should take as a joke because I'm always smiling when I say it, but then like people don't, and then it's just kind of like, oh, well then, oh. I say a lot of depressing things with a smile on my face. Like I can be talking about someone's murder and I'll just be like, yeah, and then they died in a car crash. And the person on the other side of the phone would just be like, why are you saying that with a smile? I'm just like, I am? Wait, what? I don't know why I do it. I say everything with a smile. It's not even a real smile though. I don't actually know what my real smile looks like. I really don't. I kind of wish I did, but I don't. I started faking a smile at like 4 years old, so I don't know. It was kind of like, smile for the camera, okay. And then when people said something funny, I had to make a laugh too. So, top of faking everything, I have a fake laugh, a fake smile to go for the fake smile. So, if someone's like trying to ask me if I'm okay, I'll just be like, sure. But if I am trying to be happy, like for real happy, then I use a smile. Yeah. And then for a fake laugh, I go, and then for a fake laugh, that's my real fake laugh instead of the cover fake laugh is, yeah. I'm very depressive. Very depressing. I guess once you do it for so long, you kind of get like used to like having to make things for things. It's kind of like my eyes. I can make myself smile with my eyes. Ready? Or if I have a fake smile, I can also make my eyes smile. with the fake smile. Ready? Yeah. It makes me look high. I just now realized that. But that's why you're depressing. I can tell you why I'm depressing. I tell people about my fake smile, my fake smile, my fake laugh, and my fake laugh. And I also bring up a lot of depressing topics that make everybody want to cry. Or feel sorry for me. Which I really don't understand why people feel sorry for me. Because if I'm being truthful, I don't feel sorry for myself. I just feel like everything I went through as a kid, everything I go through as a human, and everything I go through for a young teenager and a young adult and a young woman actually are good things. Does nobody else get that? I mean, when I'm like, yeah, my brother died by killing himself. My uncle died by killing himself. My dad's best friend killed himself once he found out I was being born. And, and they're just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, why are you sorry? Like, it's not your fault. And they're just like, because that happened to you. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Sure. Or if, like, I, like, tell someone, like, a story about me being bullied or something, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just like, huh? Why are you sorry? That what? that's not your fault. No, because that happened to you. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Like, I can bring up any subject, okay, and people will always be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for you. And I'm just like, it's like you're sorry. That's like you're saying sorry for who I've become. If I wouldn't have gone through so much and lost so many people during growing up, I wouldn't be me at all. I'd be like some other made-up character in a storybook, like Cinderella. Actually, if you think about it, Cinderella was a maid that wanted to be a princess, but then when she became a princess, nobody thought about her as a maid. But in real life, she was actually a slave. And then she dressed up as a non-slave and ended up becoming a slave owner, but then made it to where she would actually pretend to be a slave owner and actually freed slaves. And so then she made the world a better place. Nobody else get that from Cinderella, like, at all. Like, that's just what I get from it, but whatever. I mean, if nobody realizes, okay, it started off with black slaves with white people being slave owners, but then it turned into white slaves with black people being slave owners. Or sometimes they'd collab together and be slave owners together while manipulating white and black people into doing slave work and being maids and stuff. And then it came into it where men started treating women like they were maids. So then the women were supposed to go in the kitchen, cook dinner, set the table, take care of the kids, make sure everybody was healthy, take care of their husbands, take off their husband's coat when he got back from work, hang his scarf, hang his hat, normal crap like that. Oh, and then she was also supposed to make sure that everybody got dinner before her. So then, after everybody ate, she was finally allowed to sit down and eat. But then, she also had to clear the table, wash all the dishes up before bed. Then she had to go take a shower, make sure all her kids had showers before her, made sure everybody was dressed and tucked in, and then she'd be able to go clean the dishes, clean the house up, take a shower, go to bed. But then she had to get up early in the morning, cook her son, like her kids, her husband, and everybody breakfast, so that way her husband could go off to work with a full stomach. Tell me that doesn't sound like a maid. Like, okay. And then the husband was only supposed to go to work, come home, take care of all the taxes and crap, and all the bills. And when the wife wanted to interfere with all the slave crap and all of the non-essential taxes and stuff that weren't even actually supposed to be taxes back then, it was just so one person could get richer than everybody else. Well, anyway, so whenever the wife tried to interfere with taxes or try to get a job or something, they always were like, no, women are not allowed to work. They have to be in the kitchen. Well, eventually it came up to it where women were finally allowed to have jobs. But the jobs made it to where women didn't actually have real jobs. So they had jobs, of course, folding laundry and doing other cleaning crap that they already had to do at home. And so on top of that, they weren't just doing that, but they also had to make sure that their husbands and stuff still had everything they needed. And women, for exact examples, actually got paid less than the men. And that was because their jobs were easier than the men's. Okay. Well, then a few years later, it came down to it where men and women finally were equal. But the men had to start going into the Army, the Navy, the Marines, all of that, and they had to fight for our country. That was when the wars and stuff started. Exactly. Well, when the wars and stuff started, taxes started coming in, the Great Tea of Boston, all of that started happening. And the worst part about it is if a woman's husband got killed, the woman had to pick up 2 extra jobs, still make sure their kids had everything they needed, still had to make dinner every night, cook breakfast, still take care of the kids, and have to do even more on her own. And the women still had to learn how to do taxes without any kind of help because women were not supposed to do taxes at all. And the worst part about it is women grew up not knowing how to make taxes because that was their husband's job. So when their husbands died and they had to take over taxes, they had to figure all that math calculation up by themselves. They had to bring the money up by themselves. Oh, and if they didn't get the money on time, the president or whatever you want to call him would kick them out of their houses and put them on the streets, no matter how many kids they had, until they came up with enough money to pay for taxes and get their home back. And then a few years later, it came down to it where there were still slaves. So, you know what? One person had to stand up for their slave rights, which, of course, that was about 500 women. Nobody paid attention to half of those 100 people, though. Half of those 100 black women did not get represented for their standing up to black rights. So only 3 women actually got justice for what they were doing, but all 500 women actually did something that made the black rights pretty much equal to white rights. But nobody exactly paid attention to those women, so half those women aren't even in the history books. Instead, it's all these other women that did this very big stance and had really great jobs that got kicked out of their jobs. And the worst part about it is if a black woman standed up for her rights, their husbands also got kicked out of their jobs. Same with them. And that was terrible. But if a black man standed up for his rights, nobody exactly paid attention to that dude. But some people did. And when he standed up for his rights, he didn't really pay attention to anybody else around him. But the coolest part about him standing up to his rights was he was the President of the United States, President Obama. And he said some pretty impressive words, being critical and honest. And eventually, everybody thought slaves were gone. But it turns out that Mississippi and a few other places were actually still slave states, making it to where some human populations were still making black people and white people slaves to everybody. So there were still slave owners and crap. Well, eventually a bunch of people fought for that and it all was gone. No more slaves. None of it. Women were finally allowed to get jobs with higher pays, and the dads of the kids were actually allowed to stay home some days to take care of the kids while the women went to work. So it flipped tables on everybody. So then the men had to learn what the women had to do, and the women went to work like a man was supposed to do. And then it collided together where men and women went to work and they got babysitters to babysit their kids. That's when babysitting became a thing. A few years down the road, everybody thought slave was gone. No more black politics, no more white politics. Everybody was equal, everybody was the same. But the one thing that wasn't the same was women's pay rate and men's pay rate. Men were still getting a higher pay rate than women, and it took one woman to figure that out on her own, because her and her husband worked the same exact job, equal to each other, and he was still getting a higher pay because he was a man, and she was still getting a lower pay by 10%, almost to 20%, because he was about to get a raise while still doing the same exact job as her. And that's when she realized it was because she was a female. Everybody thought that they had fought justice for that and that women and men were still getting a pay rate, the same amount. Slaves were gone. Everything was equal again in the freaking world. But there was still wars with everybody else who still wanted slaves because Mississippi didn't have everything they needed right away. But instead, people started filling out applications to be maids. So it wasn't exactly slave rights if they were doing it on their own. But why do we need slaves? Why do we need maids and butlers? Because you look at poor people and middle class people, they don't have those kind of things. Only the rich people do. And that's freaking messed up. Well, eventually, maids and butlers became not a thing. I mean, it's still a thing today, but it became to where those weren't really recommended for anybody. So a few years down the road, we got rid of pretty much everything that was wrong with the world. Until we started getting crappy presidents. Oh, and don't get me started a few years back when gold was a thing. But then we come to today, 2020, where racial references are still a thing. Where black community and white community, are still not equal. We think that black people have less rights, which, if we look at it, they do. White people follow simple rules. If you're white, you're obviously rich. You have everything handed to you. You don't get in trouble or busted by the cops for no reason at all. But if you're black, you have to follow buttload of rules. No going outside with any type of weapon on you. If you get pulled over, obviously you did something wrong, but you didn't. They only pulled you over because of your skin color. If you have any type of drugs on you, it's illegal. Don't go outside with a backpack on. Don't go anywhere with a backpack on, actually. You'll get dress coded, searched, and everything. Because they automatically think you have a weapon on you or you have drugs on you. It's messed up how this population is today. Because we thought that we got rid of all of this drama back then, when people are still out here being racist. And the truth is, I don't really see it. What's up with all this racist stuff? Like, come on now. We're all the same. We all have blood, veins, muscles, bones. Everything is the same. Legit. Yeah, so what? We have different skin colors. But I tell you, if I got 10 tans right now, I could go 10 shades darker than what I am. If I went to the store and I got freaking black foundation, I could still be darker than what I am right now. And that's so freaking messed up. That someone out here would start racism up again. And the most messed up thing I see about all of this is we have a pedophile for a president that's actually allowing racism. Like, after this whole corona came from China, Chinese people automatically have corona now. Same with Japanese people. Like, no. Like, come on. And I hear people all the time, legit, all the time, thinking there'd be more nail salons in China than in America because Chinese people do nails in America. What? No! Chinese people don't always come from China, too. Did you guys ever realize this? And not every Chinese person that looks Chinese is Chinese. I mean, have you ever thought about Asians? Like, none of these people are actually there. Like, I swear to you, there are Asians that were born in freaking Japan. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. I'm sorry. I thought something just happened. I heard someone scream. Anyways, but like I was saying, like, still, like, it's so messed up how people think this kind of stuff about racism and stuff. Like, I don't really see it, okay? I don't see the big difference between people. Like, I mean, if you think about it, why do people go against each other for color? Does anybody realize that we all have different eye colors, too? So if you're going against someone for their freaking color of their skin, then shouldn't you go after someone for their eye color, too? Come on now. I mean, I literally legit hate our president for simple facts. If he was nice and wasn't a pedophile and stopped racism and stopped this whole corona talk, I would love him. I would legit be a Trump supporter with you guys. But no. I'm not going to support someone who is a pedophile who legit said that his daughter was hotter than his wife. Tries to talk to younger girls that are teenagers. Has nobody seen these leaked freaking messages between him and teenage girls? Like, come on now. Oh, and then there's the fact he's up with racism. Like, what's this whole border talk thing? Come on now. If we wanted a border, we could have kept the border up years ago. Which, let me tell you this. Like, 1,000 of our soldiers that fight for our country every day of their lives, about a bunch of years ago, actually tore down a board. Like, the wall that was built, like, a bunch of years ago, our soldiers tore that down for trading reasons, and so that way other people could come over here. So they could get away from all the freaking gun violence and everything over there. And if we really wanted this wall up again, then wouldn't we have kept the wall up like 1 billion years ago? Duh. Come on now. And why do people keep believing this coronavirus stuff? I don't know anybody that has it. Nobody I know knows anybody that has it. And yeah. Like, I feel like this is just so that doctors get more pay. Like, I feel like because every person that goes to the hospital, okay, if they get put in a room with someone that doesn't have corona at all, okay, they get put in the room with someone that has corona, then they automatically think, oh, you have corona. I'm going to keep you here for 9 weeks. Which, if you guys don't know what 9 weeks is, let's just put it this way. 4 weeks is 1 month. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. So that's 2 months and 1 week. A little messed up. So pretty much, I only know this because my sister's boyfriend's sister went to the hospital. I forgot why. Oh yeah, to get tested for corona, But no, it was for a different reason. I forgot the reason. But it was something about like her kidneys or something like that. Well, she got put in a room with someone else. And the doctors were like, oh my gosh, we put you in a room with someone that has corona. So she had to stay in the hospital for 9 freaking weeks. And she has a 3-year-old. So she did. She stayed in the hospital for 9 weeks. And they tested her and everything. Came back negative. She didn't have corona. And neither did the person in the room with her. So, yeah. It was pretty much messed up. I have a question. Are boys immature if they're always like saying, I drink all the paint? With a very weird face. It's like if a boy sits there every day and almost every minute of the day going, I drink all the paint. Wouldn't that be also called immature? Kaylee said, no one wants to drink that shit. I have some amazing friends. I love you guys. I was in a restaurant today while I was at the zoo. So like, there was this like little restaurant in like this weird place. Okay. Well, I walked up to the table and I sat down, waiting for my mom, my sister, and her boyfriend to come back over. And I coughed because I'm sick. Like, I have a cold, Like, I always have a cold at this time, so I know it's a cold. Obviously, it's not corona. And I coughed, and I swear to you, like, 5 people from every different table looked at me with wide eyes. And I was just like, maybe I shouldn't cough in public? And my mom and them came over, and they, like, just, like, away. I heard someone scream.
No, it wasn't me. Tia texted me, and I guess Aunt Angie and Uncle Jeff took custody of Jamie because Tia is strung out on meth and been shooting up. And the cops got called last night at Mamel's house. And so Tia's trying to find a place, so don't be giving her her address or anything.
That's why she added me on Facebook.
Yeah.
She added me on Facebook today. I was so confused. I was like, why did she add me?
Because I just got done talking to her. So, yeah. Because Tia wanted me to get a hold of her mom. It's because she's all strung out.
Mom?
What?
I'm shooting a YouTube video and you're in your underwear.
You're always shooting a YouTube video.
Only at night?
You do it during the night too.
Barely. And you should have thought about that before you came in here. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Or hear that. Okay. Tia is my cousin. My oldest cousin, I think. Don't take me for word on word for that, but I think. Hey, look, it's Demon. Hi, Demon. Usually she talks. Hold on, I can get her to talk. Come here. I need you to talk. You want to talk for the camera? No, you don't. Why? Why do you want to talk? Huh? What? Nothing? No. Why? Huh? Why? Are you camera shy? Huh? Are you camera shy? No comment? No. Because, I don't know. I love you. Okay. She said I love you and then she jumped down. I think I'm going to be brain dead. I only FaceTime people that like Teletubbies. I'm going to FaceTime Santana already. Guys, finally get to hear Santana if she answers. Oh no, she's in bed or not. Nah, she shouldn't be. It's 11:14. Just yeah. I'm in 2 different groups now. Where's Santana? I just blow up her phone. What did I just do? Kaylee, I'm shooting a YouTube video.
Maisie, here's your voice again.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Maisie. I love you. I just got Demon to say I love you. Santana texting me.
She's touching my phone.
Santana sends streaks.
Thanks. Leave me my phone alone. Did I just say leave me my phone alone?
Yes. Bro! My mom just came in here in her underwear and told me about my cousin. I'll tell you in a minute when I end this video.
Kim only buys it thinks I have depression.
Everybody thinks you have depression. You literally posted on your story that you have depression.
I mean, I never said I did.
You just... Did you not see what you
I
typed?
only said that. Leave my phone alone.
I don't think you have depression.
Huh?
I don't think you have depression.
I don't either, but apparently my dad thinks so, my grandma thinks so, I do think so. Honestly, I think my mom thinks so. I think she even has.
Because, I mean, there's different types of depression, but if you have the type that I have, then it's hard to get out of bed in the morning. You think suicidal all the time, and it's like a bunch of other things. You try to kill yourself, try to cut yourself. You think badly and negative about everything, and you don't think there's anything good in your life. And you smile about everything, even though it's a fake smile. That's all I can think of, but I know there's like a ton more. But there's a bunch of things wrong with me. And you overthink everything. Like legit, I can overthink 60 things in 1 minute. Probably less than that, actually.
I mean, I
probably.
don't really overthink. I just think about maybe 6 things at the same time.
I overthink everything. For instance, I'm overthinking this phone call. I'm overthinking this YouTube video. I'm overthinking my crush. I'm overthinking our friendships. I'm overthinking my birthday party, my going to my dad's house, I'm overthinking what I should pack, overthinking what I should get for school, overthinking my next outfit decision, and everything that I've ever lived for. I don't even know if I should like keep up with this diet or not because, like, if I'm being honest, I don't know.
I mean, I think he's right about the bottling up part because I do kind of do that sometimes.
Yeah, I know you do. You have to tell me to bully you, which makes no sense.
Well, I don't.
I wish I had Asperger's, you know. Santana, I like Teletubbies.
I have no idea what that one means. What?
Owen just said I like Teletubbies, and I think that's why I get hard.
I'm tired.
Ugh. Actually, I lied. I don't know what Teletubbies is. I didn't have cartoons when I was little.
I literally don't know what Teletubbies are.
I had Austin and Allie at 9, if that counts.
After we...
I know what Barney is.
Wait, you know who is?
Who?
You said, I know who. Someone.
I know who Barney is.
Oh, yeah, Barney, yeah.
I know who Winnie the Pooh is, too. Santana, don't leave again, please. We love you too much to let you die.
I know who Barney is.
Santana, I wouldn't leave again. You never know, that spirit might come back. I'm sorry about last night.
I gotta go check the message.
Same. Let's see. Exactly, but that's why I like them. Teletubbies gets me hard, so I must like it. ... I had to wake up early in the morning so I can take a shower and then go to bed and then wake up with curls. It's not going to work out, but you know what? We can always try. Actually, no, I'm not doing that again. I made my hair fluffy last time.
Everybody's gonna hate me when I say this.
Look how cute my hair is right now. I wish I had long hair. My mom and my sister said no to extensions. So I can't get longer hair. I'm still going to go do it, though. I wonder if my bio dad would take me to go get extensions when I go down there next time. Or should I totally ask? Oh, wait, he'd probably say no. No. I'm not casually hitting myself with a ruler.
Nancy, what do you want?
Oof. Guys. I need a new crush.
So do I.
Because I don't think Ian's ever going to like me. Because, you know, I'm me, and he's him, and he's woo, and I'm and then, yeah.
Josh literally said that he was going to log out of Snapchat, but he wanted to know why. Like, I said, I don't know, and I don't want to. I told him that I just wanted to be friends, but yeah, I So that I didn't want to like him at all.
I think you guys should be more than friends.
No.
You need another boyfriend. You never date.
Yes. But
You've only had 2 boyfriends.
Yep.
You need a third one.
technically, I don't like count them if they're not that long.
Santana.
How are you? You are
Hi, Demon. Hi, baby. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about what should I talk about on my YouTube? Hey, where you going? Where you going, Fo? No, you're mine. Come here. Come here. No, Fo. Come here. Come here. I'm wrestling a cat. Hold on. Hello, voice. Yeah. Say hi to the girls. Say hi. Say hi. You gonna say hi? No.
Hi.
You hear her? She said no.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, I love you. No, I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. Because I do? Because you're a lovable kitty cat and I love you so much? No? I don't know. Trying to cut me with your fingernails? I love you. She looks up. I love you. No? Okay, fine. Bye. Bye. Okay, bye. Here, you want me Skittles? Come here. Have this. Hi. Have that. I have Skittles now. I'm still offended. How come you aren't talking, Santana? Rock-a-bye, baby, in the trees out. And the wind blows the cradle will rock. Who likes my baby? She's 4 years old.
I'm gonna call the group chat.
Okay. I'm not on there.
I can add you.
Okay. That hurt my ears, but okay. So I gotta get my charger. Oh no, I need 2 chargers. 10%, 2%. Okay. What are we gonna do? Don't plug this in. Okay. Boom. Almost. Okay. There. And then you can go over here. And I'm gonna plug my phone in. So I can. And I'm her bestie since like 3rd grade. So, Wait, why do I want to be added in this group? Just remembered why I left the groups. I left the groups because I didn't want to be in a group with Owen. And now here we are, about to be in the group again. Join.
Okay.
No! That was terrible. Sorry guys about lag. The duo group called me on here, so then it lagged my computer. Sorry about that. Hi.
Still on YouTube.
I'm making a YouTube video.
forget to bring my headphones. I can't.
Why is nobody answering? Oh, I blocked him. Yeah.
Maybe. Can you please get out of my way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you later.
Nobody's answering. Okay, well, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Keep up your hard work, and I love you. Be inspirational. Goodbye.